Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, you do look fine.
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the...
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another reaction, y'all. This is True Blood, Season 3, Episode 2. Absolutely. So it seems as I'm getting my wish. My wish was werewolves. And here in Season 3, we have finally got that. I'm very excited. I did see, I think I saw 2 comments that they didn't like this season. The beginning of the first episode was everything. I thought I really liked it, right, y'all? And I don't know where we can go wrong with werewolves. Like, werewolves versus vampires, like, that's like ancient history. That's like ancient lore that we want to explore, that we want to get into. And I really do like the spin on a lot of these characters. Sookie, Andy, even the other old cop is actually a lot of fun. Jason Stackhouse is still amazing. Lafayette is everything. I did see that somebody said they were kind of sad that I'm over Tara. I'm sorry. Listen, the door is not shut, okay? The door is open for opportunities for me to start liking her again. I just feel like, I think even the first episode of the season I was over her. But we'll, listen, once again, the door is not shut. I do have my gripes with some people, but there's potential for me to like them again. When the door is shut, you'll know the door is shut, y'all. I probably will just get to the point where I'll just make faces at characters. That's when I'm like completely over them, but I don't want to spoil the reaction by me just destroying and annihilating the character. Once again, it's the actors and actresses are amazing. It's just the characters that sometimes I get a little too personal with, and then we go into this battle royal situation, and I always win because it's my platform. So, I'm ready to jump into this. You want to see this info reaction, the links are down below. Please hit the like button, share as well as comment. Check out my store, my Fourth Wall store. I have new merchandise and I'm bringing more new merchandise. It will be coming very, very soon. So keep on checking out for that. Now, without further ado, let's jump into True Blood and find out exactly what this show has got to give.
Can hear. You next. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty?
You're about to get deader, dead-ass motherfucker. Cooter?
Cooter?
Tell me that again. Coot can be a little sensitive about his name. These wolves do your bidding? Well, unfortunately, not as well as I'd hoped. Your Majesty, you've had me abducted by werewolves, fed on my blood. You drank from my guest?
What?
Join me at my home. I will explain everything. That was an order.
I wanna do bad things with you.
Let it out!
I'm going to hell for this baby.
You failed this girl for the last time, you hear me? Now get the fuck up out my way.
Right, you're the worst. We hate your wig.
Found this branded on a dead man's neck.
Bill summoned Jessica there. I think he was trying to show us who kidnapped him. It had to be something supernatural. I was hoping you could tell us more.
Never seen it before.
Let's go to the ladies' room and stare at ourselves in the mirror.
I know about werewolves. The reason their existence has remained merely a myth to humans for thousands of years. So blinded by your obsession with Bill Conti, you're likely to run through the streets screaming werewolf.
Think I'm that stupid?
No, I think you're human.
Don't underestimate me.
Don't underestimate yourself. Life's too valuable to throw away.
Oh.
When you're feeding on someone, how do you not kill him?
It's in the heartbeat. You feel it in the blood.
Yeah, but how do you stop?
What about crying children with soggy diapers? Also maggots.
That you did kill somebody by accident. What would you do with the body?
I don't even want you to know they exist.
Bill's out there somewhere. in danger. Godric went
Bill
missing.
Compton is no Godric.
He's everything to me.
Please don't do that. It makes me feel disturbingly human.
I hope you'll help me if you can.
You gotta get me home before dawn.
I won't hurt you.
That's the symbol.
You're late.
Talbot. William Compton.
Sorry I'm not dressed, but we were expecting you last night.
There were complications with his escort.
Your Majesty, you promised me an explanation.
I have no intention of letting you leave without one.
It once belonged to Countess Elizabeth Bathory, Hungary's legendary serial killer. Be careful of the door, Bill. It's 100% sterling silver from Morocco.
Making matters worse for yourself by holding me captive.
Oh, no one's holding anyone captive.
Guests can leave of their own accord.
And once you've heard my proposal, so can you.
So nice to meet you, Bill. Enjoy the bed.
Enjoy the bed.
He's a challenge.
I think I'm gonna have to bring in the girl.
I just saw the bottles and I thought, enough. If you take me to the hospital, they're gonna lock me in a padded room, pump me full of drugs, and force me to tell them what happened. And if I tell them about Eggs and Mary Ann, they'll throw away the key.
Eggs will want you to live, Tara.
Eggs doesn't want shit. Eggs is dead. I thought I was happy. I was a fucking zombie.
What's weird to me about Tara's change in character is that Tara did so much for her mother. And her mother was trash to her, right? Drunk, all over the place, but Tara always kept her family #1 priority. That's how it resonated with me. She met some really bad actor named Eggs who couldn't even get a good name. And literally, she wants to end everything. She didn't care if her family died during the situation with Marianne. She doesn't care about her family's, what they're going through at this moment, now dealing with her. She just wants to kill herself because Eggs is no longer here. It's just weird. And then she keeps saying the only man who loved her or whatever. Like, Lafayette is showing you how much he cares, and you don't care about that either. Tara, I would brought Tara to the hospital and said, okay, well, they're gonna lock away the key, girl, so you better figure something else out. Just saying.
Life ain't not having problems, Tara. It's about being able to deal with the ones you got. The Buddhists weren't lying when they said life is suffering. It don't mean you get to check out early and leave me here. There's something you need to see.
I feel weird leaving you all alone.
The vampires, Suki, I don't need
Hoyt.
a babysitter.
And if you feel anything from Bill,
I'll call you.
We love Hoyt. Come here, baby.
What are you
daddy.
doing here? It's almost dawn. Wait, you can't keep showing up leaving stuff at my door.
There's one thing that I learned from this whole thing with my mama. He said, I gotta take better care of you. It'd be like if I hadn't eaten for a few days and then people were walking around with hamburgers on their necks.
No, that's not what it's like at all. You don't know what it's like. You never will. It's in my nature.
I know it's in my nature. Running back to my mama and doing anything that she tells me for the rest of my life. We can fight our natures together. Don't say that, Jessica.
I should not be there. Oh, he is there. Jason.
5 a.m. What are you doing eating my chicken in the dark?
I couldn't sleep. I ended up be doing handstands in her grave if she saw her house like this. Then I got hungry. I figured you'd be with Bill.
There's werewolves?
Yes.
Santa?
Jason, focus.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Keep expecting him to come through the door and say, sorry.
Tell him the whole werewolf part, but maybe there's something he can do to help.
Andy Belfort? You heard about Eggs? I helped him remember things. Got himself killed.
Yeah, that wasn't your fault, believe me.
I'll tell it to Tara.
Suki, you just need some sleep. Let me worry about Bill for a while. You're gonna marry Bill, and now it's you, me, and Bill.
Don't move. Get out of the car.
Hey, Mama!
Jolie!
Too dang early.
That's the mother. That's the father.
That's the guy I told you about. One asking all the questions.
Isn't
Found
that the
spying
parents?
outside.
Spine was sleeping. Not here to hurt nobody.
You from collections? Because I put that check in the mail yesterday.
We met before?
34 years ago.
Tommy, put the gun down.
What?
Put the gun down! It's really you.
It's really who? Who is he, Mama?
Around. Be back in time to watch Let's Make a Deal.
Morning, Suck. Usually when I see things other people don't, it's because I ain't taking my medication.
Come on out, you big coward! What have you done to this Bill?
Sookie runs into drama or trouble.
Tracks in here, which don't make a lick of sense unless he turned himself into a bird and flew away. Panther or coyote, maybe, but I ain't never seen no wolves in these parts until now.
My gosh.
Lafayette, you can't commit me against my will. I know my rights.
Ain't nobody.
Shut up!
We're here to see Ruby Jane Reynolds, please.
Can I help you?
No, that's just my son, Lafayette.
You told me your son passed away.
God killed him. Call he a faggot. But he keep coming back. It's Jesus. He's a Mexican. They ain't raped me yet.
That's Dan from Lucifer? That's crazy. And he's playing a Mexican. He's actually Mexican in real life.
Used to it. The first visitor she's had.
Don't listen to him. People just keep coming and going. He spits in my food through them rotten cheese teeth.
Mama, you remember Tara?
God killed you too.
Almost.
In addition to being stabbed, the victims were also clawed by an animal. What kind of animal was that?
Sure, Sheriff Dearborn would love to answer it for you. What are you doing here, Stackhouse?
Wow, all these
Reporters, they here for you. I thought I told you to lay low.
Yes, I need your help with something.
Ain't I done enough for you already?
Look, she's trying to blame herself for killing eggs. Andy, we gotta make this right.
We love Andy. Crazy.
Won't he come looking for his clothes?
I'll bet he'll come looking for more than that. I already got somebody on it. He's a sheriff and a vampire. This guy is my one shot at finding Bill.
I didn't hear you. Let me get that.
No, I can do it all by myself, just like I do everything else.
Would you mind telling Arlene how I'm good at things and all?
Sure, tell yourself. You wait to tell people how you feel about him? You never know what can happen.
You know how to use one of these?
I ain't that
Lord.
blonde.
I'd miss you if you got killed. Just so you know.
She always kisses people on the cheek so weird.
Mama didn't even tell me about you till after she gave you away.
The Murlots seemed like good people. They had money and a big house. Did you have a good life, Sam?
Till I was 15. Is that the real reason you gave me away? Because of what I am?
What you are is special, son. You got something extra in you.
Being special has meant to me is walking this world alone, not knowing what the hell I am.
Jolie may be married to a shifter and raising another. No way he can understand what it's like to be one.
What about no one telling me my whole damn life I had a brother?
Jolie, calm down.
Welcome to the family. You can have him.
Why didn't you tell me?
She made me promise not to.
6 months, Lafayette, alone in this place? Even she don't deserve that.
I'm paying because I hate her raggedy ass so much I don't want to take care of my goddamn self.
You think I can end up like her?
Yes, you're very close.
Fucking fighting tooth and nail to survive this bullshit. And I ain't letting you give up now.
Lafayette's amazing.
Okay.
We love Lafayette.
All right, now let's get the fuck up out of here. It's stinking here. Gotta pull the shit you pulled last night again. I swear for God, your ass gonna get a room right next to Ruby Jean. You feeling me?
Yeah, I'm feeling you.
We clear.
We clear.
We got it. All right now.
You know, it's the same car they used in Christine?
You look so familiar.
I bet they sent you one of them fancy fuck schools, didn't they?
Well, they weren't rich. And they weren't so normal either.
At least you had 15 good years.
Did you know you were gonna ship? They tell you what to expect?
A couple hours and all they did was coo on you and cry. You got no idea what you're talking about.
Look, I got no idea how to deal with this whole family thing. Never imagined I had a brother. Something like that was even possible.
I need to run. Cool down.
Care if I join you?
Can I rent one of those for the night? $49.95. Awesome, thanks.
Oh, yeah, the sun.
Not the citrusy finish. This one ate only tangerines for weeks.
Compton, thank you for joining us. It is an honor to have you in my kingdom.
Perhaps my queen will take this into consideration before she has you staked.
I want to make you sheriff of Mississippi area, too.
You didn't kidnap me and drag me across state lines just to offer me a job.
Oh, you're too hung up on state line.
You're waging war against the Queen of Louisiana.
Oh, barbaric. Look, vampire politics may be medieval, but I'm not. I mean, Sophie Ann, no harm. I intend to marry her.
What?
And how will you make that happen?
With your help, of course.
Well, that's my job. I was just doing what I had to protect myself.
You are a real life, honest to Jesus hero. The wind beneath my wings, man. You shot the bad guy. Right in the head. We'll go to jail. Maybe that's where I belong.
Oh, Lord.
Do good all the time, but all I ever end up doing is just hurting people.
Get yourself right. You could accomplish almost anything. Why else would I be babysitting your drunken ass, making sure you don't piss your entire future away?
I love you, Andy. You're my best friend.
That's just sad.
That truck trying to hit them. Or did he do that on purpose? I bet you that's what's his face. Hoyt. Maybe not. Psych! Whoever this is, they're white. Wanna be champion. Come on, Suki! Time to be annoying, girl.
Hello, Suki.
Oh, it's Eric.
They came for you.
Just one. This morning. Or do you know something about Bill?
I lied to you.
That who?
Gib mir dein Blut und ich...
Don't ask what they're saying, because it never shows closed caption.
Wer ist dein Herr?
You and Godric were in the SS?
We posed as whatever would help us in our search. Pack dates back a lot farther than the Nazi Party.
So they aren't Nazis?
These are not ordinary werewolves. They're organized, well-funded, highly trained.
Why didn't you tell me last night?
The bigger question is, why am I risking everything to tell you now? In fact, it would be advantageous for me in numerous ways if you were never found. Now they're coming for you, and I owe you. The goal tonight was to keep you out of danger, not put you in more of it.
Eric, you can't just say something like that and leave.
You're going to invite me in, so I can protect you.
You're not going to distract me while talking nasty.
I already have. Are you going to invite me in?
I'm still Bill's.
So you are.
A lot of natural gas to be had in Louisiana. Sophie Ann is a delightful eccentric.
Please, he's as mad as a monkey on a trunk.
We don't need to say everything we think. Ooh. The most promising young vampires in the country under her command. And she sends you to where? Bon temps.
My home before I was made. After the great revelation, I chose to go there to mainstream.
Middle of a swamp and date a waitress? I know she has secrets. And I want to know what they are.
Majesty is using werewolves to gather his intelligence as well. Not the vampire you are looking for. I am not privy to the Queen's secrets.
It's a shame she has to pay the price for your stubbornness.
You leave Suki out of this.
Put your fangs away.
I gotta work, and I am not leaving you alone.
How long have you been standing there?
A little while. I know Kobe and Lisa are a part of you, and maybe you think I'm not the kind of person you want around them, but I made a list. And reasons why you can trust me with your kids.
Oh, Lord.
Number 1, diploma from anger management, where I learned talking about your feelings is the manly thing to do. Never killed nothing by accident. Number 4.
You the only waitress?
Actually, I'm a bartender and I ain't working tonight, trying not to kill myself.
And how's that going for you? You got any of those true words?
You a friend of Bill Compton's?
No. You?
So the werewolves also drink vamp blood? Oh, that's the person who was in the house, right?
What the fuck?
You know I'm slow.
Fucking arrow.
I ain't letting you drive like that.
I ain't never been in the front seat before.
Rosie, you realize a 586 means illegal parking, over?
Well, that's what Kenya said. Anyway, Anyway, they're busting a meth lab, whatever the code is for that.
Andy, you ain't even on duty. What are you doing here? What is Jason Stackhouse doing here?
Stop it. Whatever happens in my town concerns me.
No problem here, officers?
Calvin Norris, we got a warrant to search your property.
You ain't got no fucking right to be here. Calm down, Mr. Norris. Calm down.
She's a werewolf.
Are you alright?
Or maybe a vampire.
I got me a drug dealer. What happened, dude? Andy put that serial killer down right here. Shit! It's the freak's girlfriend.
His name was Eggs, you racist
Whoa.
Apologize to the lady.
Serial killer wasn't enough for you, now you gotta go fucking goddamn man for
Apologize to the lady.
Fuck you.
She's innocent.
We know that you love her, that you've killed for her.
It's not romantic. It's delusional. Just in time for dessert.
No way!
Doesn't bother you that you'll be the only one doing the dying?
I'm not gonna talk about this with you.
So you'd really rather stay out here all night than invite me in? Invite me in.
You can't bully your way into...
Invite me in.
Will you please come in?
Well. So, this episode felt very long. I don't know why. I feel like I was pulled in so many different directions. Like my arms hurt, my knees hurt. I'm in a lot of pain. But this is a pretty good episode. You know what's happening is I have to adjust myself to this new season. Because there's a lot going on. Like there is like a lot going on. We're being introduced to new vampires. The vampires working with the werewolves, or the werewolves are working with the vampires, because it seems like the hierarchy is more the vampires have control over the werewolves, at least these particular werewolves. And then this guy in Mississippi wants to marry the woman in Louisiana, the other queen. So every single state has a king or a queen. And I'm assuming all the kings and queens, okay, but somebody did say, because I was like, do all of them listen to the other guy? The magistrate, whatever his name is, but he's like, think of kings and queens, different states, and then that guy, I guess, is like the Supreme Court, and he makes the final rulings. So he'll kill or whatever. But somebody did say that Eric is older than all of them. So Eric is actually stronger than them. We don't know about this guy. I don't know if this guy is like, what's going on with his team, but Eric is older than the queen. You know, I'm kind of interested to see how they would make kings or queens and how they would make sheriffs, like how all of this come about. But regardless, then we have the werewolves, and the werewolves are super secretive. I like how they're like wolves, but like they look like dire wolves. If you guys know Game of Thrones, they're very similar to that, which I do like, instead of like being these hairy beasts. And I don't know, there's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of nudity, and those extras in the first scene of the nude man, I know the gays and the women were living their best lives, because I know I was over here being like, I didn't even know, and this is no shade. I know it's gonna come off kind of shady, but I did not know white men had butts that nice. And I have to say, congratulations to those extras they are serving. And I have to say, there's a lot of Caucasian men recently, for a while now, I've been noticing. They do have a badunkadunk, and some of them are bigger than, you know, minorities. I'm just saying. Somebody's typing ferociously down below. That is absurd. I can't believe you said that. It is what it is at this point. But they had beautiful butts. Should we stay another 5 minutes on the butts? No? Let's move right along then. Sookie still was good. I actually do. I'm telling you, Sookie has completely changed. Sookie and Andy is the biggest shock to me on how their characters change for me. And I don't think they're annoying. I actually enjoy seeing them. I mean, Sookie can do her little 1 to the 2, but she's not that bad. She really isn't. There was also something else. So Bill's being held captive because that vampire, I don't think they said his name yet. He wants to marry the queen, and he's gonna use Bill, but Bill is not even the one that's the closest to the queen. Isn't it Eric? He got the wrong person. But now the werewolves are like doing their big one, and then we're introduced to this other vampire who I thought was the vampire down with the red hair vampire, I can't remember her name all of a sudden, Jessica. And I thought that was him, and then I realized as we got closer that it was definitely not him. Definitely not him. But as I suspected, that guy was, the reason why we kept staying with him is because something was gonna happen with his storyline. But he was dead for a while, so I'm not really sure, did he turn to a vampire? Or is he some other beast? Is he like a zombie? I don't know. I'm just thinking about all the monsters. Regardless, I think I'm gonna give this an 8. I think I'm just super confused. By the way, standout character of this episode was Lafayette. Standout character was Lafayette. It was, Lafayette brought it this episode, y'all. I mean, he always brings it, but this episode, he brought it. You know, I'm thinking about all of the talent that we lost in my lifetime so far, and it's a shame because Lafayette, along with so many other talents, that I just, as soon as I'm thinking about it, all the talents are coming to my head, even the ones, the legendary ones, or the ones who died before their time, my opinion. But they still died, so I guess it was their time. But regardless, like Lafayette was another one of those characters, or actors I should say. And I saw him in like a Comic-Con, like a panel for one of these seasons. I guess it was like season 1 into 2 or 2 to 3. And he was hysterical in the Comic-Con panel. And I was like, wow, what a talent. What a talent. So sad that he is not here. It's very sad. But he was definitely the standout character of this whole episode. Then came Eric for me. Then came Andy. Then came Sookie. And then the random werewolves. I bet you somebody was probably like, Andres, you probably thought that werewolf, the last werewolf, the survivor werewolf was like the hottest, wasn't he? And I didn't even think so. Like, yeah, he had muscles and stuff, but I saw some werewolves on that floor that I was like, what's your face looking like? So overall, I would give it an 8. I would give it an 8 because I don't know what's going on. Like, there's a lot. The first 2 episodes, I'm telling you, that they're bombarding me with so much, and I've noticed as like almost middle of this episode or a little bit past, I felt like I was back in like high school where I started to zone out because I just got super confused. And that's what happens when people have ADD. Like, it's once, for me, I know when I get a little confused or it gets overwhelming for me, I zone out. So I started zoning out, thinking about other, I watched it and I enjoyed the episode, but to retain the information, what I just saw, it's like, it's not happening. Maybe when I edit it, I'll be like, oh, okay. But right now, I just like zone out a little bit because it's just so much shit happening in this episode. But I did enjoy it. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again, and it's not going anywhere. But please, feel free to comment down below what you know about this episode. Once again, I would give it an 8. While you guys are here and commenting and liking, sharing this video, please check out all my other reactions. And until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right.
Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, steady your lies. One at a time, I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the walking running through the 6 with a bag full of